going to take the van out after my little modification. I'm going to be as busy as a one-legged man in the bump kicking contest, I think. Hang on, I'm just going to strap in. It's like getting into a Formula 1 race car, this thing. Alright. Now, remember, when I go to stop, I got to put them on, so the brake lights come on. So we'll just show you a little bit of how busy things could get in here. The old girl hasn't been anywhere for over a week, and she's probably not going to like it. Normally barrels smoke out if it sits for too long, as these will do. Let's have a look. Yeah, big smoke signals out the back. Now here we come up to our first. I can't really turn and watch what I'm driving, but on they go. The main thing to remember is that you've got to remember to turn them back off. So, one successful, one done. Alright, well we're going to head off down to the marina. We didn't go anywhere yesterday. It was in excess of 40 degree heat down here. And the house is aircon. The van is aircon if you've got power, but if you just drive it like this, it's not aircon. So I ain't getting in no 60 degree van Celsius for anybody. Okay, so we'll come back when we get down where we're going. Bye for now. Here we go. Here's the local Mandurah booze bug. If you have a look inside, you'll see. Oh, you might not be able to see, but it's a little boat you can go around and they sip wine and beer and get on there and make fools of themselves. But yeah, that just goes out. I think it's a Friday and Saturday night that goes out, so you can go out and drink till your heart's content if you like to drink, which I don't drink anyway, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, you've seen that out and about it with a few noisy customers on board over the years. Anyway, we made it down here safely. I forgot twice to turn them off, but I'll get used to it. It's only until Wednesday or Thursday the big old girl goes in and sees the doctor, and all the little bits and pieces that need to be sorted can be sorted. We have I probably mentioned it before, but we have a real bad drag on our start battery. I don't know what's doing it. I just have a funny feeling whoever hooked the fridge up might have hooked it to the start battery instead of the back battery. So me not being too good with electrics, I'm just going to leave it up to the experts to do for me. And the brake lights, and I've got to have the tail lights that are on the bar rewired so that the LEDs work 100%. They're working at about 60% at the moment. So there's nothing sure I've wired something wrong. So we'll be without the car then, probably all day. But that's okay. I know it's going to come out, it's going to be alright. So I almost didn't bring the big old girl, and Debbie cried that no, well, we're not going to go if you're going to take a little car because there's nothing to cook in or cook on, or not cook but make cups of tea and stuff like that on. So here we are, we're down in the big old girl successfully. I didn't have any of the local law behind me, so I was pretty right there. As you can see, I've got the camera here. It's my rear view mirror. That's what's behind us. You can probably see the bodged up solar panel that sits there and the generator. So I'll turn that off. That buzzing noise means it's low on air or vacuum, whatever you want to call it, for the brakes. But if you hear that going along when you're driving, you know you're in a little bit of dire straits. This the big old girl's got a vacuum clutch, vacuum brakes, something else is vacuum. I know my head's vacuum, but there's something else that works on. Oh, and the engine brake also works on vacuum. So everything on this vacuum. The clutch on this thing is lighter than what it is on the little car. So you can put the clutch on this down when it's running just with one toe. It's light as anything, which works out good. But I only use the clutch to get it going. I just float through the gears. Other than I don't use the clutch again. So just depends on what sort of mood the big old girl's in. Sometimes she'll float through without a problem. And other times you'll go from second to third and it'll be like an electric shock going up your arm. You've got to push the clutch, and if she's in a bad mood, she won't let you do it. And as for going down this, I've tried everything. I've driven every thing without a clutch you can drive, and I cannot go down on the gears. And this thing, like, if I'm going along in fourth gear and I've got to go to third, you can't do it without a clutch. You must engage that clutch. I don't know why it's doing it, but it just doesn't. I mean, I'm getting the revs right. I've tried in all the different ranges of revs, and it's just a little bit like me. It gets cantankerous at times, but never mind. But yeah, we're down on the water at the moment. It's lovely down here. As I said yesterday, down here, I I think got about 40.5 or 39.5 or anyway, it worked out it was near on about 54 degrees, 56 degrees in here, and I don't go out with it for anybody in that sort of heat in this. And once you get going, it's all right, you get the air through, but it was just, yeah, it was we had a real warm breeze, and there was just no escaping, and it was just a hot day, and you know, bugging me dead today is 28 degrees, and we're going to go down on Thursday to 21 degrees, so I don't know where our summer's gone. I watch a channel on YouTube called Jackson Hole, and it's a town in Wyoming. You watch the intersection. Now they've had hardly any snow this year. I believe it's cold in England, but you haven't had the snow over there either. Apparently, it's been a little bit scarce. So I don't know. Maybe it's climate change. Who knows? Maybe it's just the phase we go through every certain amount of years. I don't know, but we certainly haven't had a WA summer. I mean, I can remember when I was a young bloke. That was a long time ago. We used to get on the weekends would come along, and you'd pack a blanket or, you know, and a few cartons in the boot of your car, and you go in and stay at Scarborough Beach or Triggs and sleep on the beach for the night. But it's been a lot of years since you've been able to do that over here. Just at the night time when it's not warm enough anymore. You know, there's many times I've slept in the backyard just because it's too hot in the house. But you just don't do it anymore. I mean, given the air conditioner at home howled itself a little bit yesterday, but it was very hot yesterday. It sort of come up where it went from nothing, like from 28 to 30, and then, you know, way up to 40 degrees. Well, even as a West Aussie, it's a bit hard to take. You've got to ease it up there. You can't just throw it up there and expect to handle it, you know, and it just sort of knocked me around a little bit.
It was about 36, I think it was, when Brandon said it was hot outside, and that was about 9 o'clock yesterday morning. Yeah,
so it was about 36 at 9 o'clock yesterday morning, so I don't know what that equates to I think it's about 95 or something, 98 or something like that in Fahrenheit. Yeah, so she was pretty warm pretty quick, and it sort of stayed that way all day. The breeze was there, but it was a really hot breeze. You sat outside and there was no relief, it was just hot. And those sort of days, and the mugginess was pretty bad too, which is another unusual thing for WA to have mugginess this time of the year, but we're getting it. And not a great deal you can do about it, I suppose, but I mean, I can plug this now on the aircon. All I do is jump out the back, start the Jenny up and hit the aircon, but it's not hot enough today. It's quite nice with everything open down here, and the breeze is probably about 24, 25 down here now. So it's just weird. There's no stability to the place. The weather of the world has gone all weird. Someone must have stolen it, I don't know. I know we can blame. Someone's stolen all our weather. So I hope it's not too cold for people where it's winter. And I hope it's not too hot for people where it's summer. I know we're not hot, so, you know, one day you get hot, and that's the thing, you know, you get to a 40-degree heat, and then your body starts to acclimatise. It only takes a day to acclimatise, and it drops down the next day by 10 degrees, and your body doesn't know what's going on. I mean, our roses at home don't know what to do, don't know whether to flower up or shrivel up, or nothing knows what to do. It's just so unpredictable. But that's okay. We'll get through it. I've got a heater in this thing, and it's got air conditioning, so whichever way it goes, this little black fat duck won't be hot. We had a black swan getting around here. West Australia's notorious for its black swans, where usually you get white swans. Over east you get white swans, and I know overseas you get white swans, but we get the black ones. And there was one sort of just out over there, over by the pole with the sign on it over there, but he was just too far to zero in on, or to zoom in on, so I don't know where he's gone now. He must have taken off. But
I think he's gone back up, north way.
Yeah, so in summer you'll see a few swans, the black swans, and a very aggressive bird they are. They'll come to you if they want to, but if you try to go to them, boy oh boy, many of our kids have been chased around by black swans, and I'll tell you what, they get them on the run too. They didn't like it, the kids. Funniest thing I've seen since, yeah, well, but that's the thing. I mean, we've got a heap of wildlife here. We're going to do last night, we had a lot of what you call rosellas over here. They are rosella family. We call them 28s because there's supposed to be 28 varieties of this particular bird, rosella. So they're called 28s, and there was a heap of them around. We had the Carillas, the cockies, the white ones, they were around. The pink and grey cockies were around. Magpies and mudlarks, which, well, everyone knows what a magpie is. And the mudlark is a smaller version of a magpie. Bloody pigeons. Those nuisances are always around. But yeah, we had quite a bit around because it was so hot though. We put the sprinklers on, they come around and try and get the water from the lawn. So yeah, it's quite good. I'll have to do a thing on that. Next time I put the sprinkler on, it's a really hot day. We get all sorts of birds. Like we've got 2 or 3 hootie type owls. I don't know what they're actually called, but they're owls. And they stay around at night time. So we had 2 or 3 of those that hang around home, and you know, they coo all night. So we've certainly got wildlife, you know, for only being 75, 78 k's out of south of Perth and on the sea. You know, we certainly get some wildlife in the way of birds down here. Seagulls quite a plentiful, pelicans quite a plentiful, you know. And it's just nice. That's why I like the bird cages, because we sit in the front or the backyard. We mainly sit in the front yard because the backyard's for the kids. That's their part of the house, and you know, they get up in the trees. It's brilliant. Yeah, so here comes one of our fishing boats. These are cray boats or lobster boats. I'll say he's coming in there. I think this one's called
looks like Master
Plan, I think it's called. And that's one of our fishing. The LFB stands for Licensed Fishing Boat. And the F, in that case, the last letter of the F stands for Fremantle, which is probably 40 k's north of us. But they all come. This particular boat here has been in Mandurah for years and years and years. They are a friendly mob. You might sort of skip it, just give us a bit of a wave, and the mate just spat in the water. So, he's taking Master Plan off the back.
Hey?
It's taken off the back. He used to have Master Plan written across the back of it, and now it's gone off. So it used to be this young bloke's dad's, I believe, before he took it on. And yeah, she's been in Mandurah for a lot of years, this fella. Done a lot of work, made a lot of money, I would imagine. The orange pots that you can see on there, plastic ones, are what they put the crays in when they catch them. They're actual pots themselves, the big wooden ones. Now I don't think there's any around, but
no, they've only got plastic.
They've only got their receiver pots, what they call the receiver buckets, and then they'll go from there onto. Is there a truck there?
No, the guy's there with the
yeah, there with the trolley over there. The
trolley thing.
Yeah, usually.
But I can't get him because he's hidden behind the blue thing.
Yeah, so the ones that are on that pallet you just saw, they'll be going on. These ones coming off will be full, and then they'll go off to market. Now, they sort of played a little bit around in the off season this year. You know, there's certain seasons they're allowed to, and I think they're just going back into the new season now. And I believe what it was, or so I was told by one of the guys, is that they were doing what they called exports. Or export other countries will pay the Australian or the West Australian government money, and those boats will go out, and all that comes in is for export. It'll go to Singapore and Indonesia and all those sort of countries where the lobster or the crayfish aren't as big or as plentiful. So
well, that's what they've got is crays.
Yeah, they've got crays. They've just said they are definitely crays. Yeah, you can see them there.
Them things sticking
Yeah,
out.
we should really go and see if we can get someone film, but we'll have a lot more of a chance later on for that. But yeah, and that's what they do. There's about 8 to 10 boats, I suppose. The other ones is very quiet at the moment. This Master Plan here seems to be the only one working. So yeah, that's what they do, and that's one of the lifelines, or the financial lifelines of Mandurah, is our fishing industry. So there's one there. That's the only one. Oh no, Ty Winds is over there. She's tied up. So there's another 2 boats, but they obviously haven't gone out. This one obviously has a good contract where he contracts to shops, or he'll contract to. They may even be exporting. I don't know, but yeah, that's what they do. That's what they get up to, and apparently big money. I mean, there's probably guys out there that do it anyway, know what sort of money they make. I think the crew normally takes a couple of the catch, so the harder they work, the more money they make. So there you go. Alright, well I'll leave it there for now, and if anything else of interest or uninterest comes up, we will get back to you. Bye.